Katie, there's something in my room. You believe me, don't you?
There's no such thing as monsters. You need to grow up!
Tell me, Sophie, what sets Boogeyman apart from other Stephen King horrors?
I mean, there's a lot in common because he's so good at writing complex characters, dysfunctional families. I think within this one, Sadie is just a really special heroine, and you want to root for her so badly. And the core of the movie is just about grief and this family, this dysfunctional family kind of separating and then coming together, then separating throughout this grieving process. But ultimately, they have to come together to fight the antagonist, which isn't unheard of within the Stephen King world, but I think that Sadie is a very specific and like honorable character.
So Yellowjackets, dark, Boogeyman, dark.
Yes.
What is the attraction to dark subject matter for you?
I feel like there's just a lot to explore. Sometimes it feels like a release for me. Like I can let out everything at work and I can go home and be like, whew. And that's insane. Like it's insane that I can say that that's my job. Yeah, and I feel like sometimes it's the most powerful for people and they can relate to it and find solace within the characters. If they're grieving or going through anything, they can be like, I've been through that, and they can feel that connection. And it feels like a deeper connection.
What about elevated horror? I mean, when I grew up, it was all blood and guts and gory, and that's how we got scared as kids. But things have changed now, and they obviously...
you need a story.
Yeah, you need a story, and they can really ratchet up those scares without those blood, guts, and that kind of stuff.
I think it's just about building the tension, sitting in the silence, dying through the silence, and then out of nowhere you get something. I think that's more effective. I think building that soundtrack, you can get really creative with the cinematography and you can get really clever with that. You can go crazy with editing. There's so many ways that you can explore within the horror genre and create an effective scare. But then you also just have to feel for the characters. You have to believe that they're real and you want to be put into their shoes and immersed into their story.
Are there any life lessons you can take away from something like this? You star in a scary movie like this. And the real world's pretty scary too.
Don't bring in strangers to your house. It's not good. I don't know. Yeah, that's it.
Do you have, so for me, if I watch something really scary, if I'm home alone, I gotta pause it. I gotta walk around, get a glass of water, chill out. If I'm at a theater and it starts getting really scary,
I gotta go through it. I gotta go through it.
Yeah, I gotta.
No, you can't. You can't. You have to watch it. You have to like stay through it, and that's why it's so great in theaters because you can't pause it, and you can't you just have to sit through it, and that's what's so like it's more powerful that way. So don't go to the bathroom or anything. Hold it. Yeah.
How did you shake off Boogeyman at night, though? I mean, these movies they linger. I mean, I read Night Shift. I had a hard time sleeping after reading.
It sticks with you, but that's the power of Stephen King. Yeah, I mean, we were also shooting in New Orleans, and I think New Orleans is an insanely beautiful city, but haunted as hell. And I think my Airbnb was also haunted. Or I was just like thinking about the Boogeyman too much, which means, you just can't take the character home. That's it. And it's not like it was that, but just don't bring the character home. Don't bring the Boogeyman home with you.
So ghosts.
That's what I've learned.
Ghosts, you believe in them? Yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, not fully. I do. I'm a believer, and I've had weird experiences, but I've never had like a full-on encounter.
I ask everybody this when I interview someone who's in a Stephen King project. Your favorite Stephen King book?
Carrie. That was the first one. And I was young when I read that too, so I was really impacted by it. And she's just like such an interesting character. And I was like, wow, this is cool to see like female in horror like those.
That was really cool. I actually just read that one not too long ago as well. Before I let you go, Yellowjackets Season 3, finish the sentence for me.
Is about to get a lot darker. And you think it's as dark as it gets, but that's wrong. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse. And the stakes are gonna keep going up and up and up until, I don't know how much, they've already been through hell and back, so I don't know. The writers are amazing and crazy.
Okay, monster check complete.